friends, this is Rapid F1 News. Do you think that this is a good idea? Let me know down in the comments. As always, the F1 is considering active aero in 2026 to make the leader slower. Reverse DRS being proposed to keep drivers from getting runaway Grand Prix wins. Now, I know that it can be a bit boring sometimes when they go straight ahead. They're in the lead by 10 seconds or whatever, but I don't know whether this is actually a good idea or not. Active aerodynamics is a technical development that F1 has flirted with over the last decade. Driver adjustable front wings were introduced in 2009, then you had DRS, of course, brought in. But there's now a new rule, or they're thinking about bringing in a new rule, which would change the situation. Ross Brawn, Formula One's retiring manager and director, said that the rule makers are looking at active aerodynamics to improve the racing. F1 would likely use active aero to boost the performance of following cars in the wake of other cars. Drivers would theoretically be allowed to have lower downforce levels in the straight for higher straight line speeds and higher downforce levels in the corners for higher cornering speeds. Brawn also said the system could be used as a reverse DRS to prevent the race leader from driving away from the field. He says if you have active aerodynamics, then of course you could affect the car in front. You could have proximity. Once you get within a certain degree, the car in front loses a little bit of downforce and you gain a little bit of downforce. These tricks, you can play with that. It becomes an opportunity. I'm not saying we would do it, but it becomes an opportunity. So in 2026, the car lessons learned from what we have now, and I think will incorporate some form of active aerodynamics. I think it's a bad idea. I think once you start penalising the people for being in front, at the end of the day, I think personally it's up to the other teams to beat and to catch these other teams. It's not up to, you can't be penalising teams just because they're doing well or just because they've got a lead. I don't think that's a good idea at all. But I'd love to hear your thoughts on this, whether you think this is a good idea. Do you think they should be penalising drivers who are way out in front, or do you think that actually this is just a load of nonsense and they should just leave things well enough alone? I'd love to hear your thoughts as always.